Coming up next on the Green Update, we'll show you how to correctly lock a bike and show you what locks you should be using.
And now, Newswatch at 5:30 continues.
So we're talking bike locks today. We're at Wild Rock in downtown Peterborough. Clifford, what are some things we need to know?
Well, there are three key things for theft prevention of bicycles. One is don't keep it outside for long stretches of time unattended. Two is get a good lock. And three is know how to use it. So we're going to go through those steps. Okay?
Exactly. I see some locks here. What are the different things we should know?
Well, in Peterborough, the key thing for theft prevention is just lock your bike. More people than anything else. Everybody I've met who's ever had a bike stolen in Peterborough, it's because they were leaving their bikes outside for a long time and not leaving them locked up.
Okay.
So the key thing is get a lock and use it. Okay.
So what type of lock should we be looking for?
In Peterborough, you can use any of the locks that are here, and there are sort of three levels of locks. You've got your cable locks, and these are going to be in the $20 to $30 range.
Okay.
Then you've got U-locks, which are generally regarded as kind of the stronger alternative to be used. I personally use a U-lock, and I think that works really well. And then finally, the really strong stuff are these are big, strong cable. These are all pieces of chain inside here, and this is what they use in New York City and Toronto and stuff like that, where bike theft is a major problem.
So it really depends on where you are, sort of, if you're going to get a stronger lock.
Yeah, absolutely. Just to show you an example of why in cities where there's lots of problems with bike theft, why you wouldn't want a cable lock, I'm going to show you how they stand up to a cable. So this cut, done,
wow.
Your bike is gone.
That's
okay,
crazy.
Can't do that with the U-lock, and you definitely can't do that with the chain lock here. So you've got your lock in mind. They generally say get the best lock that you can afford.
Okay.
So for some people that may mean $20. Others, you can spend up to $100 on a really fancy U-lock. Well, you want to be locking it generally, I think, in an area that there are, say, other bikes. This will mean that there's a lot of traffic going through. If you're leaving it in an unattended area, like I left a bike down by the mall one day overnight, and I came back and my front wheel was missing. The places where there's going to be lots of people, well-lit areas, the same place that you would feel comfortable leaving a car or something like that overnight. Yeah, so if we pretend there's a pole here, you could very easily use a U-lock just to lock the frame to it, to the pole, and that's going to secure your frame. But one of the most expensive and easily removed pieces of a bike is its rear wheel, because you've got a lot of components going on here. Okay. And most new bikes have quick releases, which mean that with just a little flick, you can pull the wheel right out. All right. So using a U-lock, you can actually put the U-lock right through just the rear wheel, and I would lock it here. And this actually means that if someone tries to take out the wheel, it's going to get stuck inside the frame, and they can't actually take the frame out because this wheel can't come out either. So this is actually the most secure way that you could use a U-lock to protect the components on your bike. Okay.
Now, when we lock our bikes, is there any other things we should keep in mind?
Well, like I said before, if you're leaving your bike unattended for a long time, and you're doing that regularly, you don't want to have a really fancy bike that's that you're leaving outside. Most nice bikes, so that they're really serviceable, can be taken apart with like 2 or 3 tools, very easy in a couple of minutes, and that's not really a great thing to happen. So a lot of times, if you're going to be commuting or going to school and having to leave your bike somewhere, have a beater bike that you're going to use that, and then for your shopping trips and your recreational exercise, have your fancy bike.
Exactly. Sounds good. Awesome to talk to you again, Clifford, and we'll see you again next week on the Green Update.
The Green Update is brought to you by the City of Peterborough. Peterborough is a great place to cycle, on the trails, to work, to school, or to a friend's house. Get out and get active by cycling. A message from the City of Peterborough.